Good morning, everybody. It's your boy, Mark and MUFC fan. What's good, guys? What's good? It's a little bit this morning, guys, but your boy is getting it done. Don't worry, don't stress. Hold on 1 second. Give your boy 2 minutes. Let me just get it right. Your boy should be right about now. Boom. How are you guys doing, guys? Yeah, my hair is a bit crazy. Let me get my hat. Be right back. Guys, hope you're enjoying a good day. It's What's good? We got a lot of news in store this morning, guys. There's two major stories to talk about. You know what I mean? Players are back from injury. As you can see on the table, there are two players coming in from injury back and bigger than ever. You know what I mean? Hoyland is going to be back. He's been in training for the last 2 weeks. Then there was also the return of Mason Mount. He's back in training as well. It's going to give us a little bit of a boost in terms of the strength and what we could offer going forward. Also in boasting our midfield. We just won the game, guys. Big up to Frank. Glory, Man United. Big up to Royal Force. I would like to see a midfield of Ugarte, Mount, and Bruno. Menu needs to be managed. Good morning to Stephanie Griffith. Good morning to Halftime with Vegeta. Rasta Stock says we owe them 4 goals. Richard is saying we beat a weak team 1-0. A 7-0 is fresh. 100%. Compost is saying Jarvis Cocker, decent signs, but we need to go on a long, good run soon. 100%. Mark, Man United, Mark, I only back us. Big up to him. Big up. Guys, what are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know what you're thinking. Good morning to Frankie. Glory, Man United, bro. I could only see you dropped a comment. I'm not sure if you dropped a super chat or what. Big up to you, my brother. You know, hopefully from Monday, I will have my laptop back and I will be able to be back in store, giving you the better, more professional show that I've been doing all along. Now, guys, let's get into the news a little bit because Hoyland is back. Mason Mount returns. Mason Mount, however, is going to be starting a little bit of rehab training for a couple of days, and then he will start back training, full training with the team. Hoyland is more readily available, had 2 weeks of training sessions to be back. He is more raring to go. He should be featured on Saturday against Crystal Palace. Guys, what are your thoughts in the comments? You know what I mean? There's also some reports coming in right now about United's changes in some plans when it comes to the new stadium, which we will discuss at the end of the stream. Good morning to you, Richard. Hope you're doing well, bro. What's good? Hope you're having a great day. You know what I mean? What can I say, bro? It's an interesting morning. You know, we got some players coming back from injury that we didn't expect to have them back for another 2 to 3 weeks, possibly. You know what I mean? There's also good news to come out on Lenny Euro in the next coming days, which I'm pretty sure everyone will be excited to hear. We'll be getting ready to go away to Crystal Palace on Saturday evening, guys. It's going to be a very interesting fixture. We do owe them a 4-0 thrashing. You know what I mean? They did do us when we had our injury crisis late last season. Let's see how it goes. What are your thoughts? And most importantly, guys, there's a new shift because now it has been reported that the new stadium could be built, but it depends on finances and the decision and the opinion of the fans. The fans are going to be critical in the decision of that new stadium being built. Currently, the option on the table is, they want to build a new stadium, but they also an option to redevelop and refinance what's already there, and add some newer things, right? But let's be honest, guys. If we do spend $1 billion to try to rebuild Old Trafford, it's not going to get us anywhere. You know what I mean? It's not. It's just going to be one of those situations where we're going to be, taking pride in the fact that nothing actually really happened. And, it's just the same. It's more costly to rebuild a stadium that was not built to host 100K than to build a brand new one that could be expandable in the future. You know what I mean? And while I'm a match going fan, and while I'm not gonna say that I'm one of the longest match going fans, I'm gonna say this: I don't think we should demolish Old Trafford, though. I think we should build a new stadium. And why I'm saying that is because there's been some reports, we've been hearing lots of news about the stadium, and that Man United wants to keep Old Trafford and reduce it to a 25 to 35K stadium, which means 2 tiers, removing the rest. That way, it's a smaller stadium, easier to manage, and the women's team and the youth teams can play there. What are your thoughts, guys? We built a brand new stadium, maybe 100 to 120, 30K seater, diagonally obliquely opposite our current stadium, guys. That's where it's going. 5 minutes walk from the current stadium is where the new stadium will be built. And I think this is the best solution. I don't know about you guys. Will we play here? We would not be able to play in it maybe until 2029. If it's a brand new stadium, it will be completed faster than a renovation. So, they're saying maybe 29, 30. I'm saying if we start construction now, we could finish in 2020, 2028. You know what I mean? It could be a 2-year thing. But, you never know, guys. You never know how it's going to go. What if the Glazers never take Man United? Well, it's going to be an interesting thing. It might be an interesting situation. Big up to you, Jim Watkins in the building. Hope you're well, my bro. All is good, all is good. It's a brand new Friday, bro, and I got a smile on my face. And, life is good. That's how I think. You know what I mean? Get the Glazers out 100% first. I agree with that statement. But you know what I mean? If the investment means that they're going to get more shares, based on the investment they make in the stadium, well, it's a way to get them out of here. You know what I mean? Manchester says he wants a new Old Trafford. Campos is saying Old Trafford could take a long time to redevelop if we go down that route. Yeah, bro, it's going to be a 3 to 5 year situation at best. You know what I mean? It's going to be a long thing. But what it will do is create a lot of jobs. You know what I mean? It will develop the area holistically, in my opinion. I would build a new stadium and set us up for the future. 100%, Richard. That's the only way we should be thinking right now. Where would we play for years? Well, we can still play at Old Trafford, while the stadium begins renovation, because they won't start reducing Old Trafford until the next stadium is completed. At least that would be unintelligible. You know what I mean? So my look at the situation is that we would start building the stadium when the stadium is 75% completed. Then there will be some changes to be made to Old Trafford, in which I think they will start reducing the size of the stadium. You know what I mean? Where would we play? Well, I mean, we could play at Wembley. Why not? You know what I mean? It would be nice to visit London. I mean, it's easier for me to get in and about if we're in London, to be fair. I'll be honest. You know what I mean? Flights are a little bit cheaper to London, Flying into games would be easier for me. Plus, most of my friends, I got a couple of my friends, they live in London as well. So it would be interesting. We have spent $3 billion. Yeah, bro, it's going to be something like that. Need at least 5 years for that build. Sir Endrick Cheriton score 100%. Eric, you know what I mean? I don't think Endrick is real, bro. The dude is crazy. You know what I mean? Campos saying, where's the money coming from, though? I very much doubt the Premier League would allow another billion-plus debt to be placed on the club. Well, this is why they're trying to get the financing, Campos. They're trying to use the fans. They're trying to use the greater Manchester area to help fund and finance the build. It's a smart way to do it, though, to be fair. You know what I mean? Think about it. It's like crowdfunding. You know what I mean? If you get 10 million people to pay $100, that's almost $1 billion. You know what I mean? It's something like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, like, it's one of those situations where, they're going to try to get as much people and the fans to contribute over the next year or two, and then use that money to build a stadium. English Man United channel is the worst. I don't know why you say that, bro. Mark, where in Ganghood area yesterday, bro? No, bro, I was in the city, bro. I have to go to class, bro. You know what I mean? It's by the Hochschule in Dusseldorf. So I was near the Hochschule in Dusseldorf, the Dusseldorf Hochschule, which is not far. It's in Derendorf, bro. It's in Derendorf. Diego Dallo needs a rest. I would buy stadium shares. Me too, Richard. Me too. I definitely would be interested in doing that. You know what I mean? It's Manchester United. You know, it's our club. We would definitely be buying into the shares for our club. You know what I mean? It's something that we would keep for a lifetime. You know what I mean? Big up to you on that. And I just think it's an interesting situation this morning. You're hearing more and more of this news coming out. We have known that they have done due diligence on two options, a full rebuild and a renovation. You know, there are two different prices on both. One, you know, there's a difference of like $0.7 billion between the cost of the renovation and the rebuild. Now, the rebuild also offers everything brand new. It offers a chance to change things and set things for the future. So that's why I'm choosing that one. I'm not sure which one of you guys will choose, but at the end of the day, I think we need to build for the future, just like what we're doing for this team. And with the players coming back from injury, it only bodes well for Manchester United, guys. You know, if we go back onto the football, we played a very good game against Barnsley, expectedly so. You know, we should have won 7-0, and we won 7-0. You know what I mean? It just shows that the team is coming, it's growing. They're getting stronger, they're getting better. The performances are becoming more consistent. And when I say that, I'm talking about the chance we're creating. We're creating constant chances despite who we play. You know, we dominate possession despite who we play, and it's a growth thing. All the players who are coming into the team, they're starting to integrate. Some of the players who didn't perform so well last season are starting to step up, and it's what we want. 100%. Richard is saying Ineos has shown a lot of interest in rebuilding our club to what we used to never have. You know what I mean? And to be fair, Richard, to what is maybe to what we used to be is what you meant. And I think, you know, I think that's where we need to go. We needed owners who had a backbone. We needed owners who are willing to put their foot down. We needed owners who are willing to do what's best for Manchester United. You know, putting the club and the football first, not just marketing. You know what I mean? We can't be too mad at the Glazers. They did build us over the time they're here. We did win some things with them, but at the same time, they were very sloppy. They never invested much and they never focused. You know what I mean? Like, they could have been a different rate of owners. You know what I mean, guys? They could have employed some of the best in class and then done what they always wanted to do. Let the club run itself. But no, they employed friends, they employed idiots, and this is what they got today. They only have themselves to blame. And what can I say, guys? What can we say? It's the only thing that we can say is that they should have done better. And the fact that they haven't means that, you know, it's no one else's fault but their own. Big up to them. And hopefully, you know, with Jim Ratcliffe coming in now means that, you know, there's going to be a change. You know, someone allowed them to come in. Big up. Big up to Manchester as a Red. Mark Aura is so scary, even Anthony is scared. Bro, I don't know what you mean. The Glazers are scumbags using the fan base they've mentally abused to secure funding for a future stadium. That helps them in a long run and zero investment from them. Well, bro, the Glazers have never really intended to spend money, in my own opinion, and it was wrong of them. You know, who knows? This could be a Glazer masterstroke, selling off some shares, making the fans think that they're not in control when they're actually, Sir Jim and the guys are working for them, actually doing a better job, just taking the front and center because, you know, all the mistakes they make years ago. It could be possible. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I preferred a 100% full sale only, but that's not what we got. We got Sir Jim, we got Ineos, and they've been doing a good job so far. So I'm going to keep it 100 and say, you know what, respect that the job they're doing. They're doing well. Let's not stress. Let's not kill ourselves. Let's just look at it from the perspective that, you know what, it's going to get better. It will get better. Indians have shown that they are here for business. They are here for football. And let's support the thing. You know what I mean? We're a club in a rebuild. We're a work in progress. It's going to be a while, you know, but we will be back. Big up to Elite Baller, my brother in the building. Smash the like, subscribe, turn on notification bells. Let's go, Reds. Big up to you, Elite Baller, and peace to you, my brother. If they hadn't taken so much of the money out in dividends, we would be healthier. That's 100% true, Richard. at the same time, I feel like, if they had invested a little bit over the time that they've been here, maybe they put a little bit of a, how to put it, a savings pot away, and then they put a little bit in every month, every year until now, we probably would have enough money to build a stadium in cash, bro, in cash. As long as Ineos is in charge of recruiting and paying the players, we will be fine, 100%. With the likes of Omar Barada, Dan Ashford, and co, I think we're in good hands. I think we're going to be going forward productively for the future. I think it's something we can all sit back and enjoy. You know what I mean? It's not difficult, guys. The difficult situation is doing the right thing. That's how I would think it. In anything that you do, it's always difficult to do the right thing and be successful. And sometimes, there's gonna be that, round the corner, you know what I mean? That shortcut that you want to take, but it could cost you, it could be a risk, it could end you as well. Our risk was taking the Glazers on board because we never knew what they were interested in. You know what I mean? And maybe their father was more of an upstanding human being, allegedly, maybe, you know what I mean, than these kids, these old guys, old kids, you know what I mean? But it's possibly a situation where, we could have been in a good hand, and then he passed away, and his kids have no acumen at all to develop in a business. So it was one of those things. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just of the opinion that, what? It is what it is. It's happened. We're moving on from that right now. I'm not going to live in the past. I could care less about the Glazers because, you know what? I'm not going to let them live rent-free in here. You know what I mean? Because they win if they live rent-free in here, bro. They win. Hey, watch the old cracks. I'm sorry, Richard. Didn't mean it about it. I thought about it just now there, and I was like, I need to apologize for that. But, the Glazers aren't upstanding individuals. They might be good people for what it's worth. They might be, you know what I mean, but they're not great owners, and that's the most important thing. And we want them out of here. Big up to you. Sorry about that again, Richard. Big up to you, my bro. Dividends and over $1 billion wasted of shite players on crazy wages. So much wasted potential, bro. These things happen. You guys remember Hot Wheels? I don't know if you guys ever played with Hot Wheels as kids. I used to have Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels come from a company named Mattel. But before it was Mattel, it was another company. And that company went through the same thing like Man United. And then someone bought them over at their lowest, just added the two words Hot Wheels. And Mattel became $1 billion company, guys. It's interesting. It's very interesting, guys, how things work. You know what I mean? Angel Gomez could be coming home, Hayden Pro. It's very possible, like Angel Gomez left the club 2 years ago, went off to Lille. There wasn't much opportunity for him. He wanted somewhere a place for him to develop his football. He chose France. He's starting to do that very well. He has been called up for the England national team in the last international break. He had a great game for them. And he's always said that he would like to return to English Premier League. Let's see how it goes. There's a lot of things that are possible in the next transfer window. There have been some targets for January, as where there are also some long-standing targets as well. Manchester United are not going to be resting on their laurels, guys. I expect us to see at least 2 to 3 outgoings in the transfer window, as well as 3 to 4 players coming in. And this is only because, let's just say the reports on United are long. You know what I mean? We'll not get into transfers right now, guys, because it's still way too early. Let's talk about it in November because there's going to be a lot of situations. Big up to Stephanie in the building. 9 likes like Rasmus. Guys, let's double it and get to Casemiro. Come on, guys. We can do it. Let's get to 18. Maybe a like 25. That would be 100% okay. Big up to you, Stephanie. Hope you're well. How you're doing? Big up. Fist bump. How are you doing? What are your plans this weekend? We face Crystal Palace away. Of course, I'm not going to be there, but I'm coming for the UEL. So we're going to be in London on Wednesday, guys. We're going to be in Manchester. I'm going to be doing a live morning show from the stadium on Wednesday. So big up to all of you and check it out. Check it out because your boy will be on location at Manchester Stadium on Wednesday. Since 2005, they bought the club and put the debt on Man United. 100%, Jim Watkins. It's bro. Man United has been managing for Man United for all these time. We've been doing for ourselves, 100% for ourselves. Who's gonna get sacked first in the Premier League? Looking spooky for Ange at the moment. Well, that's interesting, you know. I'm not gonna say Ange Postecoglou, to be fair. I actually think it's gonna be the guy at Wolves. I actually think it's gonna be the guy at Wolves that's gonna get sacked first, because Wolves, it's not looking good, bro. It's really not looking good for them there. You know what I mean? But big up to them. Big up to you guys. Big up to everyone coming in this morning. It's, you know, it's a really, really interesting day. You know what I mean? It's Friday. Is it Friday? It's definitely Thursday. It's definitely Thursday. It has to be Thursday, right? It has to be, right? Yeah, it has to be. I'm a little bit ahead in the days. I don't know why, guys. I don't know why. I woke up this morning thinking it's Friday. You know, Richard, shows you how healthy Sir Alex and David Gill left the club. 100%. Pranay is saying Sean Dyche if Everton keeps losing. Might be interesting that Pranay could be Sean Dyche, you know. You know what I mean? I actually think it probably would be one of those guys, because definitely for me, the Wolves team has not performed really well. And it's interesting. It's interesting. Mattel equal He-Man says elite baller, 100%. You know what I mean? Back then, it wasn't Mattel, but, you know, they used to make the G.I. Joe action figures. I was a super huge G.I. Joe fan. Bro, you know what I mean? That was amazing back then. Big up to the elite baller coming in. And, yeah, I mean, Dyche is a good shout. Can Everton afford to sack him, though? That's where it gets complicated, Compost. The cost of that deal, the cost of that. Everton has done good business. I would say they have one or two decent players that might turn their fortunes around. You know, they had a good performance defensively last season. We have not seen any of that defensive solidity this year. But you know what I mean? Everton is a team in a transition. They sold two of their best defenders, in my honest opinion, most experienced players. And now it's going to be a situation. Big up to YKK, yo. Wagwan, homie. Big up to you, bro. Glasses out. Mark, I believe Jim Ratcliffe will eventually buy the rest of the shares from the men of dirty suits. Well, it's going to be something interesting. If he does it, we'll be here for it, bro. You know, the structure that has been structuring, and I think it's going to be very interesting if he can get this deal done. And with what he has been doing in terms of debt to equity, he's been investing his money and getting back in stock so far. He started at 25, and now I think he's somewhere at 29% ownership. So it's something that's been happening consistently over the first few months since he bought the club. Good on him. Good on him, guys. Pranay is coming in saying, bro, do you think Ahmad will start against Palace after he played a full 90 midweek? Ahmad, full 90? Bro, Ahmad only played like 30 minutes this week, bro. You know what I mean? So I don't think he will be start. I think he will definitely start on Saturday. Ugarte, bro, I've been waiting for Ugarte to come for months. I think Ugarte solves our sixth position, and as you can see in his first two games, he plays the role perfectly. Of course, we haven't faced a major opposition yet, but I think it's only gonna get better for him. And with the fact that we've been able to face some weaker teams and allow him to get some, you know, performances in comfortably, when it comes down to crunch time, he's gonna be up and ready and match fit, roaring to go, and it's gonna be a better performance. I think United are going to shock the fan base this season. I think we're going to be defending the FA Cup. I think we win the Europa League. And you know what? Top four is it's not a bad shout, guys. It's not a bad shout. You know what I mean? Trust me. Ahmad will start on Saturday. You know, maybe Rashford and Garnacho starts and Xerxes comes off the bench. That's what I think. Ooped. Brain fart. Yeah, I think Xerxes might come off the bench this weekend, guys. That's my thoughts. Ugarte and Delit will be fan favorites very soon. Bro, I think Ugarte makes Casemiro look really, really good. Competent. Casemiro could play in the 8. You know what I mean? I think that means Kobe will get a few less minutes. He might not start as many games this season, but I think that might be good, very good for Kobe's development. It's one of those things, guys. It's one of those things. What are your thoughts on that? Because in my honest opinion, guys, big up to you, Elite Baller. Hope you're going well. Hope you're having a good day, my brother. Big up to you. You know what I mean? Jim I. Hendricks, are you well, bro? Big up to Jim I. Hendricks, bro. But you know, guys, it's what I'm saying is right now, we have to look at it from a perspective that we are work in progress. You know, we're gonna see some improvement. We might have some odd performances here and there, but it's a work in progress. Erickson was putting an effort too, 100%. He got a good game off in the midweek. Maybe we see Erickson playing against the likes of the weaker teams, the lower blocks. You know, we see more rotation. I mean, we do have Champions League this season. We do have our Europa League next week. So maybe, you know, Bruno gets some rest for the cup games and he plays like the Europa League and the Premier League. Maybe Ericsson does the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. You never know, guys. You know what I mean? Prani, we're equally the same. We're both happy for Rashford. Hope he can keep it consistent and keep getting better this season. I think the goals were amazing. I think he had some good goals. I think the confidence should be sky high right now. And guys, Rashford should be looking like the Rashford of 22-23 season. He looked pretty excited. He looked pretty cheerful. He looked pretty much confident in himself after scoring those 2 goals. I like the way the energy changed and his vibe changed after scoring the first goal. I think it bodes well going forward, especially with the likes of Anthony having a good performance, getting a goal as well. I think it bodes well for both of them. You know what I mean? Campos saying, yep, there's no reason for any burnout anymore. Anyone, bar maybe our fullbacks. 100% there. A stronger bench means we can rotate without a huge drop-off in quality. Yes, Richard, yes. This is what we talk about. So a cup treble too, 4 trophy, does that count as a quadruple? Well, Stephanie, you know, I mean, if we do win the Carabao Cup, I wasn't trying to talk about that, but that'll be in January. You know, if we could go on and win the FA Cup and the UEL, you never know. It could be a domestic triple. You know what I mean? It could be a cup triple. You know what I mean? We didn't, of course, you know, it might be a difficult situation to win the league this season. I'm not going to say that we can or we can't, but what I would say, it's not something that I'm thinking about right now. You know, it might be a possibility depending on how we look in January, you know, how the team comes together. But for now, top 4, defend the FA Cup, win the UEL. I'm take that. I'm satisfied with that. I'm going to shake the hands. I'm going to smile. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to jump for joy, and we will move on. Big up. Jim Watkins saying, so you made Mina a rock star. I love it. By the way, I love rock music. Me too, bro. I actually listen to a lot of rock music, you know what I mean? I've been kind of binging on Bring Me the Horizon lately. It's been pretty cool, to be fair. Good Elite, very tired. I've got 9 newborn pups to look after. How are you doing, bro? Big up to him. Big up to Compos dealing with the pups. Big up to him. Yup, let's see. Stephanie, top, not 2. What? Yeah. 100%. Big up to Elite Baller. He says, Smurf, always nice to have new life in the world. Puppies, I'm good, bro. Thanks. Can I get a sub from you, Compose 100? It would really help me out. Big up, guys. Guys, check out Elite Baller's channel. Go check him out. Smash a like and subscribe if you haven't seen his content yet. Another very, 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 very good guy. You know, a Manchester United fan. Honest. You know what I mean? Genuine. Full of integrity. These are the kind of guys I like around me. You know what I mean? And Raya Daniela, I think we can win all the cups this season and get top 4. Well, I think that's not far-fetched, bro. You know what I mean? The Champions League, I think with the Europa League, we've got a decent run-in of games, you know what I mean? I think it gives us a strong position to build from. And with the performance of the squad, you know, we're going to expect to see goals. Hopefully this weekend is more of the same. I'm not going to say we should beat Crystal Palace 7-0. But maybe a 3 or 4-0 should be a good situation, or 3-1 or 4-1. I would be taking that. I don't know about you guys, but I would take that. Shout out for Delo for fighting for his place and becoming an important player for us. He was doubted by the fan base, but took it to the chin and like a champ. 100%, bro. Yo, shout out to Dallo for his recovery in the game on Saturday on Saturday last. You know what I mean? The first 35 minutes, Dig Dibsley or whatever the guy name is had him. He refocused. He got himself up. He dusted himself off, and he took control of the defensive situation. And you never heard about that guy for the rest of the game, did you? You know what I mean? So shout out to Dallo for mental strength, bro. Shout out to Dallo, bro. Big up to Elite Ball and Jim Watkins in the building. Big up to you guys. Stephanie saying we're on Xerxes likes. Guys, we need to get to Casemiro, or better yet, Kobe Mainu. Let's get to 37 if we can, guys. Come on, you can do it. Compos, domestic cups might throw up horrible draws. I think the Europa is easier to win than the FA Cup. It might be interesting, bro. It might be interesting. Guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. It's been your boy, Mark and MUFC fan. But, you know, I do have to get to work today. There's got a lot of things to do today. But I will be back at the midday with the match preview as we look ahead to Crystal Palace. We'll be doing that at 1 p.m. UK today, guys. We will be here. Big ups to you guys. Hope you have a great morning. It's been your boy, Mark and MUFC fan with the morning views, morning update. Big up to you, Okasun Sheriff. Good morning, bro. Will both play? I'm not too sure, bro, but we will discuss it again on the lunchtime. You know what I mean? We'll be back for the match reaction, guys. The match preview against Crystal Palace away. Big up to all of you guys. Smash a like. Don't forget, you know, leave a comment in the non-live section if you haven't. And if you're not watching it live, guys, you know, give it a like, share around, guys. Big up to all of you joining. Thank you so much from your boy Mark and to you guys. Have a great day. Catch you later. Peace out, guys.